Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my horse debacle. As you can see, we are speeding along in another combine. I spent the time between episode 2 and 3 making this massive field and getting it turned into oats, which took quite some time, not gonna lie. For this season, or season, it's not even meant to be a series, it's meant to be a few episodes. We're at 35 hours. 35 hours on in, essentially. Yeah, I've done this so that we can see if we can get enough oats from this area. So what I done was I went and got some gold, because you can do gold on Western Wales if you didn't know. And we found all the treasure. We cashed it in. We made $1 million and some actually, because we sold quite a lot of our products. So we had 1.7 million. What I did with that was I invested it in buying, was it 5 or 6 more plots? No, it must be about 6. 6 more plots. So we have 9 plots of land in total now. So that's 9 plots that I have converted into pretty much one massive field. That is a oat field. And we are now harvesting it to see how much we get. Because to have our 1,000 horses, we need to have 1.8 million litres of oats to feed them for a year. We did do some other changes. I got rid of all like the trees on the map and all that stuff. I have 2 bale storage facilities, as you can see there. I do need another silo. I upgraded some of our equipment just so it was bigger and better to get things done, and I also took the speed cap off everything so we can do everything at very high speeds, because 35 hours. This wasn't meant to last this long. I totally underestimated how much work this was going to be. 100% my fault. Yeah, so today's mission is to see how much we can get off this field, or how much oats we get off this field. See how many times we have to then convert it back into oats, because I want to stockpile at least sort of 2 to 3 million. 3 million would be ideal. That would mean we don't have to worry about oats again. And then what we can do is get the hay done, or we can see how we do it. I'll make a executive decision once we get the number from this to see how much we get. We'll see what else we were wanting to do with, in terms of, because we do need to make money to buy more stables and get more horses in. So would it be feasible to do it again with oats, or should we just switch it to grass and do tons of grass? Because yeah, it depends what. So we don't have to plant the grass, but then you have to cut it millions of times. But then that's not that painful with you've got everything set up and you can go at 30 miles an hour. So we'll see. But that is where we got to. We cheated basically. We went and got tons of money to boost our economy, or our business. I took all the trees off the map just to make it easier so we don't have to clear anything, and I ploughed this whole area. And now we're oats. So yeah, we've progressed a lot faster than we would have without that money. Slightly cheating, I will admit, but yeah, I didn't anticipate it taking this long, and I was silly if I thought it wasn't going to take this long, but we're getting there. We're getting there now. So what we'll do is we'll get this field finished, and then I will let you guys know how much we actually get from this massive field, because as you can see, it's quite substantial. And then once we're done with that, we will assess our situation and see what we're going to do next. I would quite like to get a few more horses in this episode, because we're still only at like 25. We've bought 20 of them and we got 5 that were produced. So we're not even anywhere near the 1,000 yet. But we will be soon. So I will check back in with you when we have got this big field done and we know how much we're going to get. That'll probably be about 10 to 15 seconds for you guys, but it's probably going to be about a good hour and a half for me. So see you shortly. That is our harvest done. We've got 482 bales of straw. I've got 747,000 litres of oats. I think we've got 660 from this harvest loosely. But now we're kind of dilemma mode, because to keep doing the harvest that we're doing and to like sort of build up and sell, I'm going to be playing this for a long, long time. Now, this is maybe a quick series for me. It's not going to be very quick. That was my fault, 100%. I was silly and didn't realise how much work it was going to take. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we get all the food for these guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself money to buy more stables and more horses. But I think what I'll do is we might just get enough to see if we can get... We'll start with maybe 32 of these and then possibly just build from there. 32, and we'll fill them with 10 horses each. I can't remember how long they just estimated is like a year though, isn't it? So we might use quite a lot of our food. No, we'll do that because we can always plant more and just keep it going like that. So I'm going to get this flipped around and get oats again. I'm going to sell the straw so we get some money from that. And yeah, we'll see. So I think the next time I'll check in with you, we'll have a good bit of food for our horses, which will probably be about... When am I going to do? I'll probably see you next May actually, because by the time we get this planted and get a sort of grass done and all that stuff, it'll be about May time. So yeah, I'll see you in a year. Whole year. I think it's the only way I'm going to get this series sort of done with a reasonable time frame. Otherwise, I'm going to be filming this for weeks. So, yeah, we'll have some food. We'll do a little bit of tutoring to get some stables. And I will see you guys next May. So we have finished gathering our stuffs. We have about 2.5 million litres. 2.4, 2.3, something like that, of oats. And I think I've got about 6+ million litres of hay. So we're going to be good to feed these. We've also had a few births that I've had to sell. So this one's like maxed out. I think, yeah, 16 in that. And this one's got 15, is it? 15. So now my plan is to put in about 32 of these. So I'm going to need some more money to do that. We'll just give ourselves some more money. Fully in line with the challenge. So we're going to start with 32 and see if that actually works. And then we'll go from there. Because I'm not sure. Like, my thing is, I don't know how I'm going to, like, see what one's got what. Because this list is going to be endless. Like, that's just 2 so far. Because they've all got individual names, it's going to be a task. Also, these things make money. Like, you get them when they're, what, 22 months? So, 22 months, we've had this one for like, well, 2 years, say, just over. And we're going to get, that would be like £16,000 you would get, or $60,000, euros, whatever currency that you are using in 2 years from one horse. I know you're going to have to give it oats and all that stuff to feed it and things, but it's, yeah, it's quite a good return. I wouldn't advise doing 1,000 of them. Maybe like 50 to 100 would be a very good number. But we are going to get putting down some of these sheds. Where are they? What's the one that we're getting again? Horses is this one. So I'm going to crack on and try and get 32 of these fitted in the best we can. So I'll check back in with us when I've got all 32 down. So that is us got 40 stables now. My lines aren't the straightest, as you can see, but we've got 40. I'm almost at the end of my actual... I don't know if I would get the whole 62 in one row. It would be the ideal if we could. I'm going to leave the grids... Well, I'll see if I can get the grids off when I load them up with animals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these 40 loaded up with 16 animals each. And then I'll need to try and feed them as well, all at the same time. It shouldn't be too bad because I'm just going to put 2 bales, which is 16,000 of hay, and then top it up with oats. So we'll get crack-a-lacking with that, and we'll see if we break the game yet. So that's all of the horse stables with 16 apart from this one. Let's go 15. So we're currently sitting at, I think it's about 640 horses, or must be about 600, no, we're 639 because we're missing one from that one. So now we need to get them all fed, and I think we're going to have to switch the trailers for that because this will not suffice. The other two they've been done. Actually, we'll do we'll do hay first. It seems, we tabbed too many times, just want to go in this. It seems to be holding okay. Like there's nothing, it's just this list. Like how do you even know which one you're like looking at? Because there's so many. I'm interested to see how many names they've actually got, different names. But yeah, there's so many like to scroll through. I don't even know how I would have to do that, tag it to know exactly which one is which. So to keep track of them that's insanity, the amount of things you got to do. It's clearly not designed to have this many because it's just way too much. Like that is mental, and we've still got another 20 odd to go. So it's holding, which I was surprised at even that, but yeah. Let's get these guys fed. Oh, I was going to do bales first. I was going to do bales and I'm losing my mind with the excitement of having 640 horses. It's taken a while to get here. We may have, you know, cheated a little bit, but it still took quite a while to do everything that we got to. I have been on this map for 45 hours doing this. 45 hours! That's how committed I was to the cause of horses. I should just be committed probably instead. So the only downside to using the autoloader is I'm going to have to like stop about here, I think. So I can unload and then we can distribute these wherever we need to. So the cost associated to all of these, each and every one of the stables is approximately 36,000. So that's including the stable and the horse price. So if you were trying to do this legitimate, because I cheated, it's 136,000 per stable. We just put down 38 because we gave ourselves some money. That's 5.1 million you'd have to make. Now we would get that, but then it would take us quite a while to get that, if you get what I mean, because we would do our harvest and we would sell our products and we'd probably get about 1.5 million, maybe 2 million at a max with the space we had. We'd have to take even more of the map over. So it was just a case of getting this done faster, and that's why I sped it up, because I'd be here for a lifetime and I want to try and do some other kind of content for you guys. So that is why we gave ourselves a burst. But it is doable. This is doable. If you have got an inclination to be a maniac and try and have 1,000 horses, it is definitely doable. Because this isn't causing me any issues in terms of breaking the game. It's just quite tricky to get everything that you need to do it. And obviously, of course, I did it even harder on myself because I'm an idiot. And said I was only going to sell straw and the stuff that we feed the horses. If you were wanting to do sort of cash crops, like if you put cotton on here, and then you could get cotton up and go in and make yourself millions quite easily and then just transfer it across to your horses. Why you would want to do that, I have no idea. But maybe you are a glutton for punishment like myself. But yeah, this is doable. Very much doable. Like, we've not finished it yet. We're not at 1,000 horses yet. We've still got another, how many was it we've still got to go? 24 to put in place. So we will not celebrate quite yet. I need to get all of these things fed so my horses don't die before I get them all. I should have taken this down further, but we're going to have to keep doing this anyway. I might speed myself up. Okay, I'm going to get this fed. Once I am fed, and that is going to be with the oats as well as the hay, we will look at getting the rest of our horses in place. So I will check back in with you when I'm done. So that's all 40 of our stables. Fully horsed. Is that even... they've all got horses in them. And they all have food. And it's a decent split between the oats and the hay. So now I need to get another 24. As well as get all these grids off because they just kind of annoy me. That one's already got them off. So this is my next task. The grid bit's going to be the easy bit. It's the next 24 is going to be... Well, we've just done like 38 really, fed them all. So it won't be as bad. So I'm just going to get to it. And once I'm done with that, we'll have a quick overview of what's happening and what we've done. And yeah, we're almost home. We've managed to get this done. I thought there'd be like issues with like game possibly crashing or not liking it. I know the 64 husbandries mod is an extent a mod to help you do things like this, but I still thought because of all the names and things, it was going to have issues. But it's been good. It's been very, very good. Long, but good. Right, I'll get the next 24 done and I will see you in like a couple of seconds. We are done. We have 1,023 horses. And the game is not even crashing. It's a little bit, when I came down this channel with the tractor, the frames kind of dropped a little bit. But that's not to say it was all the horses' fault, I don't know. But we're done. Yes, we cheated towards the end with our massively flat map, but we are done. The total cost just to get this, that's what I was like looking at as well, was almost $9 million, pounds, euros, whatever you're going to use. 9 million to buy these horses. That's like the £2,000. That's like a almost adult horse. And it's not going to make you any money. Because in a year, we're going to use the equivalent of what we can sell in oats is about, it's almost 2 million litres of oats in a year that you're going to use to feed all these guys, right? And on this map, I can get, for 2 million litres worth of oats, I would get about 4 million pounds or dollars or euros, whatever I'm on. I can't get that much profit from the horses. No danger. So this is not a profitable business that we have here. In fact, it's just daft. And it's probably the silliest challenge I think I've ever done. I probably would do this again. I'm just an idiot for grinding and doing things like that. But we're done. It doesn't break the game. It does look ridiculous on here though. So like, yeah. Bud, Calypso, Freckles. Some really cool, funny names. I must shoot. I don't even know if there's doubles. I've not even gone through to check. That would just take a lifetime. But it's just like endless. I've certainly sort of seen Caitlin twice there. Yeah, that's quite the list of horses that we have. So obviously the price drops when they're this, but they do go up. I'll try and find my one, which is, I think they're about 4 years old now. It's probably way, there's a lot, as you can see. We're still scrolling. Yep, we're still going. Yep, still going. Must be getting there now. Let me scroll a little bit faster. Yep. Maybe we should have just went straight to the bottom because this is taking a long time. Just, yeah, yep. I should have put elevator music on. So these ones are 40 months and they're 9,000. Bear in mind you buy them at 2, so that's 7,000, but that's taken about 2 years, 3 years to get there. It's just not worth it. And again, approaching 3 years we've had that. It might be at that point, I don't know. I would have to sit and do the maths. But it takes a lot of oats and a lot of hay. The hay isn't so bad to do. The oats, nightmare. But yeah, we've done it. We reached our goal of 1,000 horses. I would not recommend doing this if you're a sane person. I do think they work well with having a farm, if you wanted to use them. You wouldn't obviously make much money off them, but they're quite cool to have. Other than that, I do think they're completely useless in the game. If they don't make you much money, then what's the point in them? I know they've got the riding feature and things like that, but in terms of agriculture, horses don't really do much unless you're an old style rancher or something like that. So yeah, they're neat to have. They're not the best. So thank you very much for watching this balmy sort of challenge that I've done that I cheated on. I'm going to hold out. I cheated at the end because this was taking far too long. Far too long. I gave myself too much of a challenge. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. You can also subscribe down below as well. And I will see you again, hopefully not doing a silly challenge like this, but maybe we might come up with another idea. If anyone's got any suggestions of things we should try, let me know. I will see you again shortly. Thanks again. Goodbye.